Hi, and welcome to Carolyn with a K's Kitchen. I'm here to break some rules today. I was told to keep it short and simple, but I can't. I'm just too excited. This next dish that we're going to make has excitement, adventure, engineering. I have rods, I have poles, I have a silver machine like this. It's going to be so exciting. I'll see you in a moment. Okay, I'm back. I feel like an engineer, a structural engineer or a mechanical engineer. Here's my line. I'll talk about that later. And here is the roller. Okay, first we're going to begin with geology. Yes, I'm starting with geology. Can you believe it? I'm reading a book about chemistry in the kitchen. And now I'm thinking about all of these features, physics, chemistry, all of it, structural engineering, all of it in the kitchen. I'm starting with a volcano. Yes, it's a volcano. Here it is, beautiful volcano. And we need a place to put the magma. So I make a hole like this. Look at this, isn't this great? Our crater, I don't know what you want to call it, but it's something like that. I make this crater like this, and then I put in 3 eggs. And by the way, I use room temperature eggs. You know how I get them to room temperature? I put them out the night before. I'm not doing the warm water. I'm not doing anything. I'm putting them out the night before. 3 eggs. Well, some of these are big. Oh, I have a little breakthrough. Okay, so we got to pull this out a little bit this way. Okay, half a teaspoon salt. Got to get that 3rd egg in. The eggs are the important part of this pasta recipe. Well, the flour is the important part too. And then I'm going to use some oil. Do all recipes call for oil? Maybe not, but I think it helps. And then you start in the caldera of the volcano, and you hope your slopes don't break. Mine are breaking, but that's okay. That happens. And then you mix, and you slowly bring in the sides. And I'm going to bring that in. It's not going to escape me. I'm too intrepid in the kitchen. Here we go. Oh boy. This is like a volcano, Mount Kilauea or something like that. It's taken off. Rolling downhill. Little item that was given to me a few years ago. I never had one. And my gosh, what a great item it is. It's called a bench scraper. Watch what happens. Scrape it off. Then take your bench scraper, not your hand. Bingo. One more. Another one. How can you say this doesn't look like fun? I can't imagine that you don't wish you were here right now watching me do this or helping me do this. Here we go again. And it's suddenly coming together. Got to bring my sleeves up, get ready for the kneading. The kneading is going to take me 15 minutes. And I actually had my husband do the kneading for me the other day because it took so long. But look, my hands aren't messy because of this bench scraper. And now I'm going to start the kneading process. And I'll see you in a moment. Okay, that's it. This is 15 minutes of kneading.
Okay.
Hi. Can you believe it? I'm back to Carolyn with a K's Kitchen. Now, this is the dough. I really needed it. I needed it for a good 15 minutes. And here it is. It's all mushed together. I guess that's a funny word to use, but that's what I'm using. And so I cut off a chunk of it. Here's the chunk. And I kind of fashion it a little bit like this. I go to my roller and I go all the way down to 1. I just love doing this. On a day like today, it's snowing outside. It's nice to be in. It's just fun to watch it happen. Now I take this, I put it in, and I crank. I just crank. That's all that happens. First crank, look what happened. Look what happened. I love watching it happen. To me, it's like magic. And I don't know. I think there's something with physics because I think as I'm cranking it, this machine is cold, but it seems to make the dough warmer and warmer each time I do it. Is that my imagination or is it really happening like that? So I started on 1. I'm now on 2. I'm cranking it down to 3. And it's getting bigger. Wait till you see what happens when it gets to 6 and 7. It gets crazy wild then, like this. And I'm telling you, you should do this just because it tastes great. This is really great tasting dough. But also, I'm telling you, it's fun. You see what you're doing, you're feeling the dough, you're getting part of an old tradition where people used to make pasta this way. They actually used to roll it out with a rolling pin. They didn't have this machine that I have now. It gets tiring after a while, I got to tell you the truth. Okay, now I'm putting it on a 6. And since I want it to be able to manage it, I'm going to cut it in half. This scraper, I don't know how I lived without it. It's great when you're dicing vegetables. You just go, onion, perfect, just perfect. Can't tell you how great it is. Okay, here we go. And you have the urge to stretch it yourself. Don't. Let the machine do what it's supposed to do. Because at one time I started pulling it and then it got trapped. It was just a mess. Now you'll notice that sometimes I put a little bit of flour. I just don't want to gum it up. Okay, I'm now on 7. You're going to see a vast change. And what I've decided to do, because one of my greatest critics told me that I should be making the noodles thinner. So this looks pretty darn thin, doesn't it? But I'm going to show you how I can make it thinner. Can you see me through it? No, it's not like bread. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to let it sit here for a minute, let it stretch itself out, then run it through again. And if this isn't thin, I don't know what is thin. We shall see. Ooh, I'm getting a little fold in there, but that's okay. That's okay. You try to make everything perfect when you're cooking. You make yourself a little silly. I don't make everything perfect. And you take that, and then I come and get one of my rods. I drape it over, and I drape this other side over, and that's it. And it dries, and we have sheets of thin pasta. Thanks for coming today. Hope to see you again. Carolyn with a K's Kitchen. Oh, these are going to be lasagna noodles. You're going to see.